Welcome back to Explore the Spectrum. I'm your host, Janetta Bryant. Today, we have a therapist from another continent helping us understand how our different therapies and different ways to help our kids can benefit them. Dieter, do you mind helping us understand the work that you do in Denmark?
Yes, thank you so much for inviting me. I'm a therapist, and what I do that is pretty different is teaching the moms who have children who are neurodivergent to practice telepathy and trust their intuition even more, because a lot of these children within the spectrum have difficulties with the spoken language. So that's basically what I do, helping the parents to understand their children even better.
So, and I'm also a big proponent of parents following their gut. So, it sounds like you've just elevated things that we might already say to the next level. How do you help a parent follow their gut and understand their child better? What kind of skill does that take?
Well, it depends on the parent, but the skill it takes from them is to know what they feel and think and be very aware of it, become very aware of not to project on the child, but observe the child more objectively. And that's the most difficult part, because as parents, we want the best for these children, and we want our luggage to become their luggage in some way. All the beautiful memories we have, we want to pass that on to our children instead of looking into them as the individuals they are.
Okay. So have you found a particular age to be most receptive? Do you find that parents that are working with 2 or 3-year-olds might be a bit more easy to teach them those techniques, or do you tend to help parents no matter the age?
Well, most parents I help have children at the age from 8 and up, so adults. Also because these children will be able to communicate, though verbally or non-verbally, but they will be able to confirm the parents' senses.
Okay. So then my question is, if you're specifically looking at 8 and above, is there a reason that age tends to work for you better? And tell us some of the success that you've had by helping these parents.
Well, I think it's because they know who they are. After they become 7 years old, they become very aware of them as individual persons. They have an opinion, but at the age of 3 or 4, it's more difficult for the parents to respect the child's needs or individuality. And some of these most beautiful stories I have would be my own, because I taught my son, who was born blind, to develop a vision only through telepathy.
Wow, what does that look like? Tell us more. That's fascinating. So please tell me more about that.
Well, it was a big surprise for me becoming a mom and giving birth to a child who I never had eye contact with. And when he was at the age of 3, I started to test him because I didn't want to accept the fact that he was born totally blind. So I started to test him by sending him my thoughts, like an image and a thought. That's what telepathy is about, transmitting pictures with emotions and thoughts. So I transmitted him a picture like a red apple, and I didn't know if he was colorblind back then. He's not. And then he opened his mouth and said, "Red apple." And then I knew, oh, we have potential. And I've been training him a lot like that. And now he's at the age of 14, almost becoming 15, and he has visual eyesight today.
Wow, that's incredible. I feel like you probably get pushback in the community. What would you say to the people that might dismiss your therapy that you're doing?
Well, I would say that all parents know what's right for their children. They know best. And even though we have skeptical people, we have academic people, we have people who need evidence. We don't need evidence when it comes to understanding our children. We don't need evidence because we can't prove love. We can't prove energy and all these emotions that are being downloaded and transmitted between us as parents to our children. and the other way around.
So, if you had a closing thought that you could share with us today, what would you encourage parents to look into a little bit more, or other professionals for that matter?
I think I would recommend them to look into the potential and never just accept. Not that I go against doctors' orders, because I'm all about that as well, but believe in potentials and believe in alternative ways, and have your both feet in the ground. Do not, go out shopping for everything, but look into one service at a time.
Well, I sure appreciate you being on with us today. Thank you for your time and for your insights. And I hope that it's been enlightening to some of our viewers as well. And until next time, I hope everybody that's joining us continues to explore the possibilities.